Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. It's Thursday. Hope you've had a good week. And on Thursday, we have two episodes. First one went up at 12 o'clock. It was the Newcastle save. If you missed that, go out and check it and then come back. Pop a like on that one, comment, all that other stuff, and then come back and do exactly the same. Here we are here with Munich. We've got the second leg of the Inter Milan Champions League game, and then the away tie against Fortuna Düsseldorf, plus the Champions League draw if we get through. Inter have to score 5 away goals to get through and stop us scoring at all. Now, similar circumstances did happen in real life with Liverpool and Barcelona, but I don't think it'll happen in game today. Since we last met against Dortmund, we have played one game, and that was against Augsburg, a 1-0 win at home. Carlos Antonio scoring a goal with 10 minutes to go in the first half, and rotated some of the players around, just give them some game time. People like Diakabi, Clayton Hoover, Rios, Oliver, Augusto. But we got a 1-0 win. Oliver picked up a knock. He's a little bit injury prone, is Jose Oliver, and he's going to be out for another 5 weeks. But it does it says in the reports that he does have problems with injuries. And he has had a few since he's joined us. This last one major because it's say 5 weeks or so, and it's a ligament thing. But yeah, since that game against Augsburg, we're going into this game against Inter Milan, and this is the lineup that we're going to go and play. We've got Radi in goal, Strangle, Strel, Vicente, Martinez are the back line, Edemario and Foden in the middle of midfield. Hudson-Odoi on the right, Afalobi on the left, Carlos Antonio in behind, Tammy Abraham. Calabria is still injured as well. He'll be back in a couple of days, and probably won't even be back for Dusseldorf. So we're light on the ground as regards to wingers, but we should be okay. We've got Clayton Hoover, Lenz, McKennie, Rios, Tahavi, and Augusto on the bench. Let's get into this first game against Inter Milan and hopefully go through to the next round of the Champions League. Half an hour gone, and first highlight to us. Carlos Antonio gets that ball in to Hudson-Odoi, and it rebounds back to Tammy Abraham, and it makes it 1-0 on the night, 5-0 on aggregate. Up until that point, I think the only thing that happened is Abraham got booked. Carlos Antonio with a lovely swivel and cross. Good shot attempt by Hudson-Odoi. Rebounds back to Tammy Abraham, and we take the lead. Strangle down the line to Carlos Antonio. He takes the ball under control. Out to Hudson-Odoi. He's running the defence into Tammy Abraham. Afalobi's there, and he makes it 2. No, he doesn't. The lino hasn't moved, and it's going to be called off for offside. Unfortunate, but good build-up play from Antonio Abraham and Hudson-Odoi to find Afalobi. Just strayed offside a little bit, unfortunately, but that's going to see us through to half-time. 1-0 to the good. Tammy Abraham just after the half-hour mark, and Inter looking a little bit tired there. Leon at the minute putting Juventus out 4-1 on aggregate there. Congalves and Caceres with the goals to really put their stamp on that one, and we're putting our stamp on this one as well. Inter really not giving anything in this game. It's been all 1860. Just going to tell the guys, don't get complacent. Make sure you carry on and get us through to the next round of the Champions League. Odoi going to whip that ball into the back post. Can't find Tammy, and Carlos Antonio picking that ball up back to Hudson-Odoi into the penalty box. Abraham's there, and it rebounds all over the shop, and it's an own goal from Manuel Aznar, and we'll see that in 3D. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. It happened so quickly. Carlos Antonio gets this ball out, back out to Tammy Abraham. He gets into the penalty box. He chips it in. Abraham can't get there. Titi then just hits it off. Aznar goes into the back of the net. 2-0 on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. Martinez throwing the ball into Afalobi, knocks that down to Sergio Rios. He's in on goal and shoots just wide. Come on for Phil Foden. Phil Foden not had the best of the game today. We've also brought Tahavi and Augusto on as well, just to freshen things up in the middle and up top. And we're coming into the final 10 minutes now. 5 minutes to go, and we're trying to find Afalobi again. Fernando Augusto peeling off his man and gets a shot away, but they're going to have a look at something that happened in the box. I think Tahavi possibly brought down Afalobi in that move, and the referee's going to go to VAR and see if there was a foul in there somewhere. And he has. VAR has said there is a penalty there. Di Mario is going to step up, our main man in the middle of midfield. One-on-one with the keeper. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can. 3-0 on the night. 7-0 on aggregate. We are dismantling Inter Milan. And there we have it. Full-time whistle goes. The damage was done in the first leg. 4-0 away at the San Siro. And then we come to Munich and scored another 3. Callum Hudson-Odoi with player of the match. Even though we only got an assist. The back four, absolutely brilliant. Everybody above a 7.4, which is absolutely awesome. Raddy nearly on a 7.0 himself. And Di Maria picking up a goal. That's the Champions League done and dusted until the draw at the end of the episode. We've got Dusseldorf in the middle of the game and the draw. I'll see you when we get there. Here we go then, second game of the episode against Dusseldorf. The only change to the lineup, Rios comes in for Di Mario. I'd say just to freshen things up in the middle of midfield. Everything else stays exactly the same. Let's see what we can do against Dusseldorf. Just after the half hour mark, a bit like the Inter game. Afolobi down that left-hand side. Can he get a ball in? He can't. And Zentner needs to push that round for a corner, although I don't think he needed to do it. Strangle brings that ball down. We're about 6 minutes in, 6 minutes away from half time. And Rios with the ball in the midfield into Carlos Antonio using that big frame of his. Abraham now out to Afolobi down that left-hand side. Can he get the ball in? He can. Abraham's there, and it's another good save by Zentner. And there's another corner to 1860. That's half-time at Dusseldorf, and Odin again not having the greatest of games, so something we need to keep an eye on. His form might be dipping, might be on the turn a little bit. I'm just going to say not very happy with the performance out there. Need a little bit more from the guys in this second half. Just after half-time has kicked off, and Lovren into Hoffman. Gets the ball up to Eze, back to Hoffman again, and Bidstrup being closed down really well there by Foden, and out to Klassen. Going to get that ball in, and really, really easy stuff from Raddy there. And now Martinez, ball over the top to Tammy Abraham. Lovely run from Tammy. Can he get the ball? Shot on goal. No, he can't. Great block by Camera. We keep hold of the ball. Rios now into Carlos Antonio. Lovely switch out to Afolobi. Can he get a ball in? Find one of the strikers. He can, but that's a good goalkeeping interception from Zentner. Wasteful clearance, and it's a wasteful touch from Hudson-Odoi. Luckily, Rios gets the ball back. Hudson-Odoi in on goal, and Zentner again pushes the ball round for a corner. Only 5 minutes into the second half, and 10 minutes to go. Martinez trying to find that ball down the line, but Tahavi just wasn't interested. Burkhardt for Dusseldorf finds a long ball forward, but Strangle gets that ball clear, and Eze gets that ball back to Burkhardt at right back, into Camera, out to Zofgrigis, and he's into Bidstrup, into Meyer. Good patient play here from Dusseldorf. Bidstrup back to Zogra, and he's going to go out to Meyer again, driving into the danger zone. Lovren out to Zogra, but no, Burkhardt's there, whips that ball in. Husseini's there and hits the crossbar. It's been a very, very Jekyll and Hyde performance in today's episode from this 1860 side. Just not doing enough here against Dusseldorf. We've had lots of chances, and Zentner on a 7.1 tells you absolutely everything. And yet another injury to one of our wingers. Afolobi is injured. We're gonna have to pull him off and go finish this game with 10 men. At the minute, injuries not helping us. Losing people like Calabria, Oliver, and now Afolobi. We're down to the bare bones, and this is going to be a boring, I say a not so boring 0-0. Say we've had chances, we've just not done enough, and Zentner's been in good form in goal for Dusseldorf. But can we nick it? No, we can't. The ref blows his whistle for full time, and bit of a damp squib that one. We played really well against Inter, and some of the attacking players just didn't turn up today against Dusseldorf, and really, really disappointing injury to Afolobi as well. But do not switch off just yet. We do have the Champions League draw to come in just a sec. Before we go, Afolobi out for 2 to 3 weeks. So Oliver's out for 5 weeks. Calabria's just about coming back, and Afolobi out for 3 weeks. So wingers really, really stretching us on the injury front at the minute. But as I said, do not switch off. Champions League draw to come. Here we go then. Before we end today's episode, the quarter-final draw of the Champions League. And let's see who's left in the hat. So we've got Arsenal, Bayern, United, Atleti, Barca, Liverpool, and Lyon. So 3 English teams, 2 German teams, 2 Spanish teams, and a French team. Not the French team everybody would expect. Expect PSG in there, really, to be fair. So let's draw these teams. Madrid will play Lyon. United will play Arsenal, all English tie there. Left in that, Bayern, Barca and Liverpool. So Bayern will play Liverpool and we will play Barcelona at home in the first leg, and then we go to the Camp Nou and see if we can hold out the onslaught from Barcelona. Let's see who they've still got in their ranks. No Lionel, no Suarez, no Coutinho. No, Coutinho is there, but he's 33. He's an aging Coutinho. Sula's there now. Ter Stegen's still there. Ruben Neves is across there now as well. So not the force or not the team that we know and expect from a Barca team. So maybe we have a chance to potentially do a job there. We will be back. Let's see how the league looks. So the league looks like this. We are 12 points clear of Dortmund. They must have won. Yeah, they did. They beat Leipzig in their match on the Sunday because we play on the Saturday. So 12 points clear at the top of the league. So we'll put the league on hold just for a second. Werder Bremen in the German Cup quarter-final. We'll bring you that, and we'll bring you the first leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League as well. That will be tomorrow at 5:30. Do not miss it. That is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and you're enjoying what you see. Hit that subscribe button. Follow it up with the bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until tomorrow, we'll bring you 2 quarterfinals, one in the German Cup, one in the Champions League. I'll see you soon.